2 years to the day, our leaders would have us recognize October 7th as a terrorist action, but we cannot recognize that because we recognize that resistance is not terrorism. In 1943, Merrick Edelman helped organize the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, which the Nazis called terrorism. Merrick Edelman never apologized, and no one need apologize for October 7th. But this is no time for words. For what words do our leaders have for us? To paraphrase Tacitus, to ravage, to slaughter, to usurp under false titles they call empire. And where they make a desert, they call it Palestine. How dare they claim to recognize Palestine, a land as old as time, now made sacred by the blood of the martyrs. But in our leaders' words, we can also recognize their lies, for all they do is buy more time for the genocidaires, who find true meaning of Zionism in the slaughter of innocents. We here in Norway, we who just held elections, re-elected the same Zionists, the same genocidaire politicians who cry crocodile tears while profiting from arms sales, while profiting from weapon sales, while profiting from stock market gains. And the formerly left liberal politicians, all of whom waved the Palestinian flag and wore the watermelon pin, now can be seen in the halls of the Storting with no more demands for Palestine, only excuses of not so fast, as they discuss, as they debate how those profits shall be spent. Profits from what Francesca Albanese calls the economy of genocide. The whole Western world is built upon the economy of never-ending genocides. The genocide of the Aboriginal peoples is happening still in Australia. The genocide of Native Americans is happening still in the Americas. And the European Holocaust is happening still, only it has been transposed to Palestine. Genocide after genocide, where the genocidaires were unpunished, allowing today's genocidaires to stand on the shoulders of those who genocided before them. This is no time for words. This is no time for revenge. This is the time, finally, for peace and justice. Peace. Peace is not merely the absence of war, not merely the end of genocidal slaughter. Peace is the presence of justice. And the genocide will end not when the killing stops, but when justice is served. Justice is not an eye for an eye, not when the crime is genocide. Justice is not to forgive and forget, not when the crime is genocide. True justice is the creation of the future as it should have been. True justice acts as a guarantor that such crimes, of which Palestine is simply the most recent example, the most recent victim, and those crimes will never happen again. The only way to ensure that this crime will never happen again is to punish those responsible. And while we do not have power to bring others to justice, we do have the power to bring our own to justice. Jonas Gahr Støre, Espen Barth Eide, Jens Stoltenberg, these are all no less guilty than Joe Biden, than Donald Trump, than Ursula von der Leyen, and Keir Starmer. Until these Norwegians are in The Hague, our passivity makes us complicit in their crimes. And the blood money of the oil fund, for which our politicians are so proud, must be dedicated to the creation of the future as it should have been. Please do not call this an Israeli genocide against Palestinians. This is a European-American genocide against Palestinians because Israel is nothing more than the bastard child of Europe and the United States. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Thank you.